Have you here. All right, we're going to start with Kanye West pushing Kim Kardashian closer and closer to the edge in this battle over their...
What if everything Kim Kardashian built her image on is about to collapse in one single leak? Because Kanye West just crossed a line nobody thought he would ever cross, and this time, it is not another random rant, another social media meltdown, or another headline people can laugh off for 24 hours and forget. No. This time, he attached Kim Kardashian's name to Diddy, Justin Bieber, secret parties, hidden footage, and a story so dark that even Hollywood insiders are starting to panic behind the scenes. And the scariest part? Kim still has not directly denied it. The internet exploded the second Kanye accused Kim of being connected to Diddy's private party world with a young Justin Bieber. People thought it would disappear in hours. Instead, the silence made everything worse. Because now fans are asking one terrifying question over and over again. If the claim is completely fake, why has nobody shut it down? Meanwhile, Kanye is reportedly sitting overseas, refusing to come back to America while secretly preparing a documentary packed with unreleased footage that Kim allegedly cannot control. Thousands of hours of recordings, private conversations, emotional breakdowns, hidden arguments. And insiders are now claiming the footage could completely destroy the version of the Kardashian story the public has believed for years. But that is not even the craziest part. Because Justin Bieber's name being dragged into this changed everything. Old Diddy clips are resurfacing. Strange celebrity party footage is suddenly going viral again. Social media detectives are connecting dots nobody paid attention to before. And every hour, the theories get darker. Now people are wondering if Kanye is exposing something real, or if this is the beginning of the most dangerous celebrity crash-out Hollywood has ever seen. Either way, the Kardashian empire is shaking, the internet is in full meltdown mode, and what comes next could expose secrets nobody was supposed to see. The moment Kanye's accusation hit social media, the entire internet split into two sides almost instantly. One side called him dangerous, unstable, and completely out of control. The other side kept asking the same uncomfortable question over and over again. If everything he said was a lie, then why was nobody shutting it down directly? That question spread like wildfire. Within minutes, clips from old celebrity parties started resurfacing everywhere. TikTok pages were posting slowed-down edits. Twitter threads exploded with screenshots, blurry photos, and decade-old interviews people suddenly viewed very differently. YouTube channels began uploading hour-long breakdowns connecting Kim Kardashian, Diddy, Justin Bieber, and Kanye into one giant conspiracy-filled timeline. And the craziest part was how fast the algorithm pushed it. Every platform looked like it was feeding the chaos instead of slowing it down. Then came the clip that made things even worse. An old interview resurfaced showing Diddy talking about having a teenage Justin Bieber around him for 48 hours. People had seen the clip before years ago, laughed awkwardly, and moved on. But after Kanye's accusation, the tone completely changed. Suddenly people were analyzing every word, every facial expression, every reaction in the room. The internet no longer treated it like harmless celebrity weirdness. Now it looked sinister. And Kim Kardashian's name getting attached to that world created a PR nightmare nobody saw coming. Sources close to the Kardashian camp reportedly went into emergency mode behind the scenes. According to insiders, Kim's legal team spent hours trying to figure out whether Kanye had actual footage, messages, or witnesses connected to what he was saying. Because this was not just another Kanye rant anymore. This was different. He sounded too specific, too direct, too angry. And then Kanye made things even more explosive. Late at night, while most people thought the story was dying down, he allegedly sent out private messages claiming that Hollywood has protected certain people for years. He never fully explained what he meant, but social media instantly filled in the blanks themselves. The theories became uncontrollable. Some people claimed Kanye was preparing to expose hidden footage. Others believed he was about to drop names nobody expected. A few even claimed major celebrities were privately panicking about what he might reveal next. Then one phrase started going viral everywhere. What is Kim afraid of? That single sentence dominated social media for almost an entire day, because people noticed something strange. Kim's team responded broadly about Kanye's behavior, his mental health, and the custody battle, but they never directly addressed the Diddy and Bieber accusation itself. No clean denial. No aggressive lawsuit. No press conference shutting it down instantly. Just silence around that specific claim. And online silence. Oh, the internet interpreted that silence in the worst possible way. Suddenly, fan pages turned into investigation pages overnight. Old photos resurfaced. Party guest lists from years ago started circulating again. Videos from award shows, Met galas, after parties, everything got reanalyzed under a darker lens. Meanwhile, Kanye appeared completely fearless. That was the part confusing everybody. Normally, celebrities back down once legal teams get involved. But Kanye looked almost energized by the chaos. Reports claimed he was telling people close to him that he had nothing left to lose. And when someone reaches that point emotionally, they become unpredictable in a way that scares even powerful people. Then another bomb dropped. Rumors started spreading that Kanye's upcoming documentary contained private recordings involving Kim Kardashian during the final years of their marriage. Allegedly, the footage included emotional arguments, conversations about Hollywood elites, and moments Kim never expected would leave private archives. Nobody knew what was true anymore, but the mystery itself became dangerous. And according to insiders, Kim's camp was terrified about one specific thing: context. Because even harmless footage can become explosive when released during public scandal. One awkward party clip. One strange interaction. One misunderstood conversation. In the middle of an already toxic public narrative, tiny moments can destroy reputations permanently. Then social media detectives found another clip. This one showed Kim Kardashian interacting with Justin Bieber years ago during a photo shoot when he was still very young. Again, the clip itself was not illegal or criminal. But timing changes perception. Context changes perception. And now people viewed everything through the Diddy scandal lens. The comments became brutal. Why is this resurfacing now? Kanye knows something. Hollywood protected everybody. Kim can't answer this without exposing herself. The speculation became so massive that even mainstream media started carefully discussing it without fully diving into the details. News panels danced around the controversy nervously, clearly afraid of legal consequences while still wanting the traffic the story generated. And in the middle of all this chaos sat Justin Bieber, almost completely silent. That silence became another story on its own. Fans noticed Bieber's recent appearances looked emotionally drained. Videos of him seeming uncomfortable around paparazzi started trending again. Old interviews resurfaced where he looked exhausted, anxious, or detached while discussing fame as a teenager. Suddenly people began connecting dots that may not have even been related. But once the internet enters conspiracy mode, logic becomes secondary to emotion. And Kanye understood that better than anyone. That is why every time the story looked ready to calm down, he would reignite it with another cryptic statement, another vague accusation, another implication that something bigger existed behind closed doors. At one point, Kanye reportedly told someone during a live stream that the truth about Hollywood parties would destroy families. He never clarified who he meant. He did not need to. The internet did the rest for him. Meanwhile, Kim Kardashian reportedly became furious over how quickly public sympathy started shifting. For years, she successfully positioned herself as the exhausted mother dealing with Kanye's chaos. But now the narrative looked messier, more complicated, less clean. Because the moment accusations connect you to already disgraced figures, public opinion changes instantly. And then came the custody war. Sources claimed Kim was considering pushing for full legal control over the children, arguing Kanye's behavior had become too unstable and dangerous. But Kanye's side allegedly viewed that move as proof she wanted to silence him permanently before his documentary released. That escalated everything. Now the fight was no longer just emotional. It became strategic. People started asking whether Kanye's public attacks were revenge or protection. Was he exposing secrets because he felt cornered? Or was he creating chaos to distract from his own problems? Nobody knew anymore. And that uncertainty became addictive to millions watching online. Even celebrities quietly started reacting. Some unfollowed Kanye. Others distanced themselves from Kim. A few suspiciously went silent altogether. Hollywood suddenly felt nervous in a way people had not seen since the peak of the Diddy investigation. Then an insider dropped the biggest rumor yet. According to anonymous entertainment blogs, there were allegedly celebrities terrified Kanye might release names connected to private parties from years ago. Nobody could verify the claim, but it spread anyway because fear spreads faster than facts online. And the scariest part for the Kardashian brand was simple. The public no longer cared whether every accusation was proven true. They only cared whether there might be enough truth hidden somewhere underneath to make the story believable. That is when Kim reportedly realized this situation was becoming impossible to control. Because once public imagination turns against you, PR teams stop leading the narrative. The internet does. And right as things reached a boiling point, Kanye posted one final cryptic message that sent social media into complete meltdown. Everybody laughed until the tapes started surfacing. Then he disappeared again. That single sentence changed the entire atmosphere overnight. Everybody laughed until the tapes started surfacing. Nobody knew what tapes Kanye was talking about, but the internet instantly assumed the worst. Within hours, hashtags connected to Kim Kardashian, Diddy, Justin Bieber, and Kanye West were dominating trending pages worldwide. TikTok creators stayed awake all night posting theories. Twitter Spaces filled with thousands of people arguing over hidden Hollywood secrets. Even people who normally ignored celebrity drama suddenly wanted to know what was happening. Because Kanye had done something dangerous. He made people believe something bigger existed behind the scenes. And once that idea enters the public mind, every silence starts looking suspicious. The next morning, paparazzi caught Kim Kardashian leaving a meeting in Los Angeles looking visibly stressed. The photos exploded online immediately. People zoomed into her facial expressions, her body language, even the people walking beside her. Some claimed she looked terrified. Others said she looked furious. Every tiny detail became part of the conspiracy machine. Then entertainment blogs reported something even stranger. According to multiple insiders, several high-profile celebrities were allegedly contacting lawyers after Kanye's comments because they feared their names could somehow get dragged into the chaos next. Nobody knew if that rumor was true, but it added fuel to an already uncontrollable fire. Meanwhile, Kanye stayed silent. That silence terrified people more than his actual posts. Because Kanye normally posts nonstop during public meltdowns. But now? Nothing. No clarification. No backtracking. No apology. Just complete silence after dropping the tape's message like a grenade into Hollywood. And that silence made everybody think he was preparing something bigger. Then Justin Bieber suddenly started trending again for an entirely different reason. An old clip resurfaced showing Bieber looking deeply uncomfortable during an interview when he was asked about celebrity parties from his teenage years. At the time, people barely noticed his reaction. But now the clip spread across social media with dramatic captions suggesting he had seen too much. Millions of views poured in within hours. The internet began rewriting history in real time. Moments that once looked harmless suddenly felt darker. Old friendships looked suspicious. Old photos looked uncomfortable. Every celebrity connected to Diddy's orbit became a target for investigation by online audiences hungry for another scandal. And right in the center of it all sat Kim Kardashian. Because Kanye's accusation had successfully trapped her in an impossible position. If she ignored the claims, people assumed guilt. If she denied them too aggressively, people assumed panic. If she sued Kanye, discovery could potentially open doors nobody wanted opened publicly. But if she stayed silent, conspiracy theories kept growing. It was a no-win situation. Then came the leaked phone call rumor. Late one night, anonymous accounts began claiming that Kanye possessed recordings of private conversations involving celebrities discussing Diddy's parties years ago. No proof surfaced. No recordings dropped. But by that point, facts barely mattered anymore. Fear itself became the story. Hollywood insiders allegedly began contacting media outlets, begging them not to amplify unverified claims. Ironically, that only made the internet more convinced something huge was being hidden. And then Kanye returned. Not with a full statement. Just one photo. A blurry screenshot showing what looked like folders on a computer hard drive labeled with cryptic names. One folder allegedly included the word Calabasas. Another appeared to reference private events. Within minutes, social media went insane trying to decode every pixel. Was it fake? Was it real? Did Kanye intentionally stage it? Nobody knew. But the image accomplished exactly what he wanted: total panic. Some fans claimed Hollywood elites were scrambling behind closed doors. Others believed Kanye was bluffing for attention. But even skeptics admitted something about his confidence felt unsettling. Then another unexpected name entered the chaos: Ray J. During a live stream, Ray J hinted that certain truths about Hollywood families were finally coming out. He never directly confirmed Kanye's claims, but he did not deny them either. That ambiguity alone sent viewers spiraling into even deeper theories. Suddenly, multiple controversial figures were indirectly pointing toward the same family at the same time. And public trust started cracking. Then things became personal. Reports surfaced claiming Kim Kardashian was deeply concerned about how all this chaos could affect her children, especially North. According to insiders, North had allegedly already started hearing rumors from classmates and online clips spreading across social media. That shifted the emotional tone completely. Now the scandal felt uglier. Because regardless of who was telling the truth, the children were trapped inside a war between two parents destroying each other publicly in front of the world. But Kanye did not slow down. If anything, he became more aggressive. During a late-night live stream appearance, he reportedly claimed Hollywood protects the same people until someone refuses to stay quiet anymore. Again, he avoided specifics. Again, the internet filled in the blanks itself. That became Kanye's most dangerous weapon. He no longer needed evidence. He only needed implication. And the public would create the rest. Then another old Bieber clip resurfaced and pushed the story into overdrive. In the clip, Bieber appeared emotionally exhausted while discussing how fame affected him as a teenager. He mentioned feeling surrounded by people he could not trust. Years ago, the interview barely made headlines. Now millions interpreted it through the Diddy scandal narrative. Suddenly, people were treating old entertainment clips like crime scene evidence. And every connection led back toward the same names: Kim, Diddy, Bieber, Kanye. The story had become too massive to control. Meanwhile, reports claimed Kardashian's legal team was debating whether to directly confront Kanye publicly or continue staying quiet strategically. But insiders allegedly warned that confronting him too aggressively could trigger an even bigger explosion if he truly possessed damaging footage or recordings. That possibility haunted everything. Because nobody actually knew what Kanye had. Maybe nothing. Maybe everything. And uncertainty is more powerful than proof. That is when another terrifying rumor surfaced online. Several entertainment blogs claimed Kanye's documentary did not only focus on his marriage, it allegedly explored hidden celebrity culture, private gatherings, and the emotional cost of fame inside elite Hollywood circles. Again, no confirmation existed. But the timing alone terrified people. Especially because the documentary trailer reportedly included emotional audio of Kim crying during private conversations with Kanye. If he was willing to release deeply personal family moments publicly, what else might he show? Then fans noticed something chilling. Several celebrities who normally interacted publicly with Kim Kardashian suddenly stopped mentioning her altogether. No supportive tweets. No public defenses. Nothing. People interpreted the silence as fear. And once audiences believe fear exists, paranoia spreads everywhere. At the same time, Kanye's supporters began portraying him as someone risking everything to expose hidden truths. They flooded comment sections claiming the media was protecting powerful people while attacking Kanye for speaking out. Critics, meanwhile, accused Kanye of emotionally manipulating the public while spiraling deeper into obsession and paranoia. The divide became vicious. Families argued online. Fan bases attacked each other nonstop. Every new rumor sparked another social media war. Even major commentary channels admitted they had never seen celebrity gossip escalate this quickly into something that felt genuinely dangerous. And then came the moment that changed everything again. Late one evening, Kanye allegedly told someone close to him that the first leak isn't even the real bombshell. That sentence spread across the internet in minutes. Now people believe something bigger was still coming. Something worse. Something powerful enough to permanently damage careers. And right as the pressure reached its highest point yet, a report surfaced claiming Kim Kardashian's team was desperately trying to stop the documentary from releasing at all. That rumor alone made millions believe the footage had to contain something explosive. Because in the court of public opinion, attempts to stop information often look more suspicious than the information itself. Then suddenly paparazzi caught Kim leaving another emergency meeting, this time visibly emotional while avoiding questions about Kanye entirely. And the internet immediately exploded with one terrifying theory. What if Kanye was not bluffing after all? Kim Kardashian's team thought the worst part of this nightmare was already behind them. They thought once the headlines about Kanye's public meltdown slowed down, once the custody drama stopped dominating social media, and once the cameras turned away from the chaos, the story would finally die. But behind the scenes, something much darker was already building. And according to multiple insiders now speaking out, the situation inside the Kardashian camp has gone from stressful to full-blown panic. Because Kanye is not backing down. And the reason everyone around Kim is suddenly nervous has nothing to do with another Instagram rant. It has to do with what Kanye allegedly has in his possession. The footage. For weeks now, rumors have been spreading through entertainment circles that Kanye's upcoming documentary contains far more than emotional breakdowns and private family moments. People close to the production are now claiming the real danger comes from unseen footage connected to industry parties, celebrity gatherings, and conversations that were never supposed to leave private rooms. And according to insiders, Kim's name keeps appearing in those conversations more than anyone expected. That is why this stopped feeling like normal celebrity gossip. Because once Diddy's federal conviction changed the public mood around Hollywood parties, every old photo, every resurfaced clip, every celebrity connection suddenly started looking different. People who used to laugh off these stories as harmless Hollywood excess are now treating them like potential evidence. And Kanye understands that better than anyone. That is why he keeps bringing up Justin Bieber. The moment Kanye connected Kim Kardashian, Diddy's parties, and a young Bieber in the same sentence, social media exploded instantly. Millions of people began digging through old photos, old interviews, old event footage. TikTok detectives started posting timelines. Twitter threads went viral overnight. And suddenly clips that nobody cared about years ago started resurfacing everywhere. Especially the 2010 photo shoot. The internet completely lost it after those old pictures of Kim Kardashian and a 16-year-old Justin Bieber started circulating again. People began asking uncomfortable questions. Why did that shoot happen in the first place? Why did nobody think it looked strange at the time? And why is Kanye suddenly bringing Bieber into this situation now? That is the part making people nervous. Because Kanye rarely says things randomly anymore. Chaotic? Yes. Explosive? Absolutely. But random? Not always. And according to insiders, Kim's legal team knows that. Sources now claim emergency meetings have been happening behind closed doors between Kardashian attorneys, PR strategists, and Hulu executives trying to figure out how bad this could become if Kanye releases more footage. Because apparently the documentary trailer was only the beginning. One insider allegedly told a blogger that Kim was completely blindsided by how much archived material Kanye still had access to. Years of recordings. Years of behind-the-scenes footage. Years of private conversations. And the scariest part? Nobody outside Kanye's inner circle fully knows what is inside those files. That uncertainty is driving the family crazy. Especially Kris Jenner. Because Kris reportedly understands something the rest of the family may have underestimated for years. Kanye has nothing left to lose publicly. His reputation has already taken massive hits. Brands dropped him. Celebrities distanced themselves. Major companies cut ties. Which means traditional Hollywood pressure tactics do not work on him anymore. And that makes him dangerous. The Kardashians built their empire around controlling narratives. Every interview is managed carefully. Every scandal gets redirected. Every controversy gets cleaned up before it grows too large. But Kanye refuses to play inside that system anymore. He bypasses media gatekeepers completely and speaks directly to millions of followers instantly. That changes everything. And then Justin Bieber's silence made the situation even worse. Because Bieber could have shut the entire thing down immediately if he wanted to. He could have publicly denied everything. He could have defended Kim directly. But instead, he stayed quiet. Completely quiet. And online, silence always becomes part of the story. Then came the old Diddy footage. The 2011 clip of Diddy talking about having custody of teenage Justin Bieber for 48 hours exploded online again after Kanye's accusations. Millions of people watched it with completely different eyes now. What once looked like awkward celebrity humor suddenly felt deeply uncomfortable after everything surrounding Diddy's legal situation became public. And the timing could not be worse for Kim. Because every new viral clip adds more fuel to Kanye's claims whether they are fully proven or not. Public opinion does not wait for court documents anymore. It moves at internet speed. And right now the internet smells blood. Meanwhile, Kanye reportedly continues operating from overseas while tensions inside the custody battle keep escalating. Sources claim Kim is seriously considering asking the court for sole legal custody of the children. Not partial changes. Full decision-making power. That would be nuclear. But insiders say her legal team is terrified such a move could trigger retaliation from Kanye in ways nobody can fully predict. Because the second custody becomes an all-out courtroom war, discovery becomes possible. Depositions become possible. Questions under oath become possible. And suddenly this stops being internet gossip. It becomes legal warfare. That is exactly why some observers think both sides are hesitating. Kanye keeps throwing accusations publicly, but he avoids formal courtroom settings. Kim keeps positioning herself as the stable parent, but she avoids directly addressing the Bieber-Diddy accusations head-on. It feels like both sides know something dangerous could happen if this escalates too far legally. Then another problem hit Kim's camp unexpectedly. Ray J. Just when Kardashian lawyers were already dealing with Kanye's accusations, Ray J started speaking again publicly, reviving old claims involving Kris Jenner and alleged manipulation behind the scenes. Suddenly, two separate exes were pushing narratives that painted the Kardashian empire as far less polished than the public image they spent years building. And online audiences noticed the pattern immediately. That is what made this story spiral beyond ordinary celebrity drama. When one angry ex speaks out, people dismiss it. But when multiple people from different eras start making accusations at the same time, audiences start paying closer attention whether the claims are true or not. Now insiders claim Hulu executives are monitoring the situation closely because the family's public image may be entering dangerous territory. Advertisers hate instability. Sponsors hate scandal. And streaming platforms especially hate uncertainty connected to criminal investigations or explosive allegations. Which brings everything back to Kanye's documentary. Because according to rumors, the footage allegedly contains emotional conversations between Kim and Kanye during the collapse of their marriage. Some clips reportedly show Kim crying. Other moments allegedly reveal arguments over fame, control, and private Hollywood relationships. And nobody knows what else exists. That uncertainty is becoming its own weapon. Meanwhile, fans online are split completely down the middle. Some believe Kanye is exposing uncomfortable truths Hollywood wants buried. Others think he is spiraling publicly and dragging his family through chaos out of anger and desperation. But almost everyone agrees on one thing: this situation is nowhere near over. Because the moment Kanye hinted there were secrets connected to Diddy parties, Bieber, and Kim Kardashian, the story stopped being a normal celebrity feud. It became something darker. Something messier. Something tied to bigger fears people already have about Hollywood power circles after Diddy's conviction changed the entire public conversation. And the scariest part for Kim's team may be this: Kanye clearly knows the public is listening again. Every post trends instantly. Every accusation becomes a headline. Every silence becomes suspicious. And if the documentary really contains footage powerful enough to damage reputations permanently, then this fight could explode far beyond social media drama very soon. Because right now the internet is waiting for one thing only: what Kanye releases next.